everyone, it's Miss Caulene again here to talk to you about some puppet stuff for arts at home. Now, today we are going to be exploring some shadow puppets. Now, there are a couple of different ways that you can make shadow puppets. You can cut them out of cardboard and put little rods on them, and you can then manipulate them in front of a light and make them move that way. But what we're going to do today is we're actually going to explore some hand shadow puppets. So I've got a little light that's set up over across from me right here. For the most part, I'm going to stay kind of off screen. That way you can really see the shadows that are happening here. But I will make sure to come back and kind of show you what I'm doing with my hands in order to make the shapes that I am making. And then hopefully you can have some fun with these puppets and you can even create some of your own shadow plays. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my light off. You're going to be able to see my shadow right over here on this wall. Now, we're going to start off pretty simple. All right, now, when you think of shadow puppets, most of the time we make little ducks kind of looking like this. So again, this is what my hands are going to look like here in front of you right now. I'm going to move over here and you're going to see what that's going to look like on the wall over here. Okay, so
give me a second to get positioned. There, see? Got a little duck. Now, we just make one little adjustment to this duck. And we actually take our finger,
this finger right here, okay? So we take our finger, move it up just like this. It's going to make it look a little bit more like a goose, okay? So let's see what that looks like. Oh, well, maybe not with that top finger, but as you can see, it just kind of puts a little knobby knob right there, and you have a goose. All right, so that's a really simple one. I'm going to show you a couple of other little birds that you might be able to play with, and then I'm even going to show you how to make like a goat or a bull as well. Okay, so first we're going to see a crow. Now what I'm essentially going to be doing is just taking my two hands. Doesn't matter which way you do it, okay, right or left, and just kind of crossing them and keeping my hands kind of cupped just like this, okay? So you're going to see that kind of shape when you're making this, okay? So this is what it looks like over on the side here. And so, again, got my cup here, cup here, okay? Make sure you can all see that here. Right? Just a little bit. There you go. So, you have a crow that could be flying. Now, another one that you've probably seen before is kind of a dove kind of bird, and it's going to look a little bit different than that crow. I like that crow because it's nice and simple, and it gives you a really clear shape of how it can fly and move, right? Now, this next bird is going to be, again, just kind of cross your hands like this, hook your thumbs, try to like keep your thumbs here, a little easier for me this way. Try to keep your thumbs kind of close together. That way you don't get like two like weird fingers sticking up out of the top there, okay? So again, this is what my hands are going to look like right here, okay? And then I move over. Let me show you. And that looks in a different way. All right. So we've got our dove, or our bird here, okay? Now, to make a really simple adjustment to this one right here, to make it just a little bit different, maybe even a little bit spooky, is you can make a spider just by separating your fingers. So it's still the same shape, but then you have all these different legs that can creepy crawl across the way here. So, again, very simple. Hand, just remember, hand, here. Again, I'm going to keep those nice and close there. And we got a spider. Awesome. All right. Now, so those are some really simple ones. I now want to show you, I'm also going to show you a horse, another pretty simple one, okay? For a horse, you just put your hands together like this, and you can kind of separate your thumbs a little bit so it has ears, right? So, again, that's what it looks like here. I'll bring it on over. Okay, hands together. Ears. Look around. So now I want to show you another barnyard animal. I've seen this as a bull, but to me it looks a little bit more like a goat or a sheep with horns, some sort of thing like that, okay? But what you're going to do is you have one hand that's going to go like this, and your other hand is going to come up just over the top here to create those horns, okay? What that hand looks like is just like this, okay? So I got my thumb and my index finger kind of making those horns for us, right? So that's gonna look a little something like, got my head here. Again, I'm trying to keep this hand instead of like coming into that open space right here. I'm keeping it back a little bit. You can make those adjustments. And yeah, we've got a little sheep or a goat or a bull, I guess. So, look around. Shadow puppets, when you're making them with your hands, are always super fun to do with lots of people. So, anyone that you might have at your house, when it gets a little bit darker, or if you go into a nice dark room, get a nice flashlight for you set up, and you can have your own little shadow puppet play using just your hands. It's amazing. Now, remember to tune in next Wednesday for our next installment of Arts at Home Puppetry Edition. I can't wait to hang out with you then.